What's up, guys? So the new Suicide Squad Insider came out, and this is episode 2. I reacted to episode 1. I think it came out like a couple weeks ago. Let me look at my channel. Oh, a month ago. Okay, it came out a month ago, and I'm just not impressed by the game yet. Like, especially for a Rocksteady game, I'm just not impressed yet. So I'm hoping that these little insiders can kind of get me more hyped up, because ever since I saw the first initial gameplay, I was just kind of like iffy on it. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead. This is the gameplay overview. The last one was the story overview, so let's see if this can, I don't know, change my mind. Make sure we're at peak.
All the fun is right here.
Hello, I'm Axel Ridby, game director here at Rocksteady Studios.
I'm Darius Sadigian, studio director at Rocksteady Studios.
We're so excited to welcome you all to episode 2 of our ongoing series, Suicide Squad Insider. In our last episode, we gave you a look at our combat system that combines story, powerful traversal abilities, iconic melee attacks, and explosive gun.
The gameplay just doesn't look that fun to me. It reminds me of Gotham Knights.
Challenge ourselves. We wanted to expand and really push ourselves in terms of making something new and fresh.
Light him up! When first introduced, the free-flow combat of Batman Arkham Asylum broke new ground and set a standard that is still popular today.
Facts.
In that spirit, the Rocksteady team decided to delve into new mechanics.
If you're playing solo, you have the power to make combat in our game unique to you while making your way through our story campaign. If you decide to play co-op with friends, you can each become an expert with your playstyle and customize builds, creating a powerful squad unlike any other.
Each person can offer a different benefit to the play experience.
We're super excited to seeing those sort of team play synergies.
Yeah, I just want a single player experience. The co-op experiences are cool and all, but
The narrative
nothing beats single player.
evolved through
You can play the single player, but it seems like it's mostly
Some of us are going to be really excited for
for
this. Not only are we bringing
more fun with friends.
we've used in the Arkham series, but we're introducing new ones.
You can call me Colonel Rick Flag.
We want players to feel like they explored the DC universe with us, not just through the story, but also through the mechanics.
Hey, that character, that lady,
You gotta be kidding.
was in Jedi Survivor. I was thinking about who that was.
In this episode, we'll meet some of the iconic DC characters who will be helping our anti-heroes to take on their impossible mission.
Through conversations with our team, our voice cast, and our playtesters, along with extended gameplay, we'll give you a preview of some of the amazing new possibilities we're
All right, let's see it. I think they've been hearing the community say all this stuff, and they just like, we got to make these videos to get people hyped up again.
This is Suicide Squad Insider, Episode 2.
Let's see it. That was a sick statue.
The connective tissue inside of the game. Things like weapon customization, talent customization, things that really
Oh, that looked like some Borderlands skill trees.
want their character to play.
Yeah, it looks like it's straight out of Borderlands, that skill tree.
Built this game with near limitless strategic and personal options.
Players craft their own character within a character. Everyone can pick not only their favorite, but really make a character that's their own.
There's really high skill ceiling mechanics in this game where as you learn to traverse, as you learn to combine your character's abilities more and more, you become better, your character
Yeah, this gameplay's looking a little more fun.
the story of the game you're taking on stronger and
A
stronger.
little more fun.
We have this
Now that we're seeing more abilities and stuff.
the narrative and always giving context around the mechanics. With the DC,
That girl looks like she's from the Spider-Verse.
limited potential.
With the Arkham games, you could modify some elements of Batman himself. But we knew
Even though this is DC.
action shooter was an opportunity to go down a new path and try out new mechanics with a new type of game.
I don't know what character I want to play.
Someone's been busy. How'd you have time to make all this?
In our last episode, we showed the Suicide Squad recruiting the Penguin for Argus.
Okay, Waller. We bag Penguin.
He goes back to the Hall of Justice to start helping the squad out.
I'm taking authority.
Since we last showed you the Justice League's HQ, it's had a makeover from Amanda Waller and her team, and it's now the forward operating base for Argus's fight against Brainiac.
So when considering gameplay, we knew we needed an arms dealer.
You need a good gun.
Oh, nice. Penguin's our arms dealer?
And the Arkham days, we love working with this character.
What he gives you is
Ooh, I like this little hub area. Okay.
weapons, crafting,
It feels like you're actually interacting with Penguin when you're crafting these items. And that's really where Penguin as a character comes to life in the game.
You get to build them up, creating some really unique combinations, and you can play the game in a way that's unique to you. We have weapons based
I
on...
forgot what his name is. The boomerang guy seems pretty fun.
And they all come with different flavors.
He seems fun too.
Right? The guns are very scientific in nature. They have very specific recoil patterns and spread patterns, almost like they are calculated. Then we have Amatech, which is more improvised weaponry, really fast fire rates, high ammo capacity, but it kicks like a donkey.
And once you've unlocked those manufacturers, you can go to Penguin and ask him to sort of craft specific weapons in those manufacturers.
Oh, nice. I didn't know there's gonna be weapon crafting. Can you upgrade and stuff?
Focus on critical hits, on headshots. That might mean that you want to favor a legendary gun, which works with that playstyle.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
Penguin is only one member of what we call the support squad.
Toot toot, scumbags!
There are various supervillains that the squad have begged, stolen, or borrowed from.
For players who just
So far, I'm liking a little more of what I'm seeing.
arsenal to be able to take on the Justice League, but for players who really want to sort of maximize their characters, the support squad missions unlock really cool features.
Our designers have put a lot
Oh, that's cool.
into making sure that when you play the game, you can have a very different experience from someone else.
Let's meet the rest of the support squad. Here we can see the scientist Gizmo, who has set up shop in the basement of the Hall of Justice.
You're perfect.
Gizmo.
His primary contribution to the squad is the sort of airdropped vehicles that you can use for combat.
What? Okay, that's cool. I did not know there was gonna be vehicles.
Turrets can sort of blow shit
That's sick.
up, and the havoc you can create is
That's cool.
outstanding.
Each character from
That's what's up.
the universe offers the player.
Now we're starting to see some variety in gameplay.
I've been trying on the name Toy Man.
More like Annoy Man. Am I right?
Toyman is one character that helps you actually figure out ways of defeating the Justice League.
He's a tech boy genius who wants nothing more than to help save Metropolis. He can't quite come to terms with the fact that his heroes are now the villains.
Changing stuff is my middle name.
You can unlock more and more things you can do with Toyman.
Melee, nice.
If you want to really
Blade.
to really suit how you like the
Okay, nice. See, now I'm see. Okay. There's a lot more stuff than I thought that you could customize.
Is this sort of electronic
I
action?
thought they were all gonna have their own set weapons and you can only upgrade their weapons, but it seems like you can mix and match.
With hack and increasing your talent points over the course of the game, you can unlock
Yeah, look at this skill tree. This skill tree is straight out of freaking Borderlands, which is awesome. Like, yeah. Cool.
a myriad of different abilities.
For example, with Harley, you can increase her grenade damage.
Thank you!
Alongside the talent tree, we have what we call the combat combo system.
So for some reason, this just looks better to me than the last video.
The higher that combo is, the more talents you activate.
The last video, I was very negative. I was not liking it.
Also uses her abilities to
But now that they're explaining more of everything and the gameplay mechanics and how you can upgrade and
talking about, and you also get to hear their sort of corrupted personality.
and the skill trees that they're showing everything, this is more interesting now.
We have complete control, Brainiac.
Now let's talk about one more member of our support squad. Another infamous DC villain that Director Waller once recruited.
Story spoilers ahead, okay.
At this point in the game, the squad has discovered evidence that Poison Ivy may be alive.
Ivy.
This has been leaked.
Poison Ivy.
This has already been leaked.
Poison Ivy after Scarecrow gave Gotham a crop dusting.
For fans who paid close attention in Arkham Knight, they will remember that when Poison Ivy
Yeah,
died,
Poison Ivy died.
left behind a little sprout.
I got a real strong hunch she ain't pushing up daisies no more.
And in this game, you discover that that sproutling has been cared for by some people who may have had their own motivations for doing so. But in the chaos of Metropolis, she's escaped.
Find her. Bring her to me for questioning.
Using special technology they've acquired,
Now, it really depends on how the missions go. If they're all the same, there has to be really good mission variety for me.
Would end up a poorly plated spring mix. You better put me in charge and let me talk to Ives first.
So in playing solo, players can switch between any of the characters.
Oh, nice.
To experience all the different
I like that.
styles across all of the
So I can just switch between characters whenever, which is dope. I'm not locked in. Because I'm most likely going to play this single player, maybe with one other friend.
Thought she'd be taller. Are you serious right now? Poison Ivy is a redhead. This is a plant. You might be the dumbest.
I feel like they've shown a lot. I hope they haven't shown a lot of the story, but I feel like we've seen a lot of cutscenes. And obviously this is something, a spoiler, I mean, this was already leaked like a week ago, I think. So many leaks this past couple weeks, this year even. Oh, she's a kid.
She is not made of meat. Is this what you call a vegetarian option?
I don't know you, but my pheromones remember you.
I like the continuation of the same universe, how they acknowledge she died in Arkham Knight.
You really don't know me? Harley and Ivy forever? In 10-story burning letters? Nope. Jeez.
Looks like the story's still gonna be. That's what's one of my main concerns is the story, and it's so far I like what I'm seeing with the story. And this video is kind of winning me over with the gameplay now. So now I'm getting excited again.
On the things he wanted, I got a whole hour of sunlight every day.
Because I had that worry of it being like a Gotham Knights
More effective against the aliens.
or like an Avengers game.
You know, they're very susceptible to plant toxins. And
I just don't want that for this.
toxins.
We know. That's why they call you Poison Ivy.
It's just Ivy. Weirdo.
Where's Lex now?
I don't know. Something spooked him, I guess. He got in his big robot suit and stomped off.
I'm starting to understand the scale of this game a lot more too. Like Lex Luthor is out and about. We're gonna have to find him.
All of them.
While the Justice League are running around doing shit, running havoc.
So I lured them here.
The wrath of nature. I like it.
Oh, this is my friend Daphne. We'll make all the aliens choke to death on spores. You make sure Daphne doesn't die, or you're next.
Waller, be advised Lex is AWOL in a power suit, and Ivy's an eco-terrorist middle schooler. Dead shot out.
Eco-terrorist middle schooler.
Giant plant. I have allergies. Anyone care? Ah!
Here's a brief look at the mission that follows your first encounter with Ivy.
Yeah, let's see how the mission structure is.
Custom builds and loadouts that draw on the power of DC villains.
Ivy's plans need protection. Split up your squad to attack from different directions.
Our asses won't get kicked just standing
The
here.
game kind of looks better too. I could just be tripping, but
In this game revolves around 3 core pillars: traversal, gunplay, and melee. Someone like Deadshot can take a vantage point.
nice.
Provide cover fire.
I do like Deadshot.
You can find wild ways to upgrade your melee attacks. With the Great Suspender,
Boomerang Man. I forgot his name. He looks fun too. Harley Quinn looks a little fun. I just don't think I'll be using the shark dude. Forgot his name too.
Harley's gun is from the Bane's Rage set. Landing a critical hit spawns a power-up that can infuse other weapons like grenades with Bane's Rage, making them more powerful.
Get the invaders off Daphne! Quickly! Those aliens pollute everything!
King Shark's loadout here includes
King Shark.
Bulletstorm and the Heatwave's Molten Shield to synergize. He has triggered the Bulletstorm effect, which means that he's now immune from damage thanks to the Heatwave's Molten Shield, making this a perfect opportunity to get in close.
Savor it.
I need some more enemy variety. I feel like I don't know if I've just been seeing the same enemies or not.
Elemental attacks from Ivy's plans that draw on the powers of different DC villains. Use an affliction to freeze your enemies before you deliver an explosive finale.
Yeah, see, he seems fun. He seems really fun.
Force X, report. Have you secured Ivy?
Yeah, kind of a funny story.
Although she doesn't remember her old life, Ivy is still a deadly expert with toxins, and she can offer your builds an interesting new feature: Afflictions.
The results are so neat.
When you manage to recruit her, she comes back to the Hall of Justice as kind of like a loose cannon, precocious toddler who also has terrifying genetic engineering powers.
Then we introduce the concept of afflictions. Players can apply these
Afflictions.
to their melee weapons, their grenades, so they can mix and match different things for the encounter.
And each affliction ties back to a DC character.
So we have 4 afflictions. Diablo Blaze sets people on fire, burns them over time. But you can't shield harvest them. We have Deep Freeze, freezes people. You can shatter them with your guns.
Ooh, yeah, I like this.
Melee damage. They won't drop ammo when they die.
See, I feel like we weren't seeing any of this in the previous gameplays they've shown.
There is lots of different ways to engage with enemies.
A lot of the previous ones were just very basic shooting.
Far from over.
Really boring. This is more exciting. I can see the vision now. With the skill trees, stacking up damage, like multipliers and stuff, with these inflictions, different loadouts.
Involved in the development process pretty early.
Some of the characters, the mission types during the story, I'd definitely say this has got a rock-steady stamp on it.
The experience of Suicide Squad League is really fluid, really smooth, it feels really polished.
I like how they're interviewing the playtesters.
And I think there's a lot of verticality to it.
No other game that makes you feel so free and powerful.
Yes!
You also have this deep building of your character with a more superhero twist. For example, I kind of gravitated towards Dead Shark because I'm a big fan of shooting guns and big crit builds. You can use the juggling mechanic to get 100% crit chance, and then from there, do big damage.
The knowledge that we gained, seeing players explore the mechanics, it gave us like a little taste of what it's going to be like when we got like a bigger community to share the game with.
Now listen, how about a team up?
With the studio-based the Arkham series, we were very much focused on single character, single perspective.
Yeah.
And with this game, we saw that opportunity to get the community more involved.
For us, it was about expanding and enhancing into something new and different. And we wanted this experience to be shared with more than just one person.
One of the coolest experiences in the game is when you're playing with friends and each character can tackle the problems that you're facing together differently.
Yeah, this game will definitely be more fun with friends. I can probably get one of my friends to play this with me, but
To complement each other.
we'll see.
Moving differently. Sometimes another character might come in from a direction you don't expect. You can create unintentional cinematic moments with
That's cool.
When you really are in sync with your squad, it's such a special feeling, and I think...
Yeah, I can see this being a lot of fun with, like, especially all 4 players.
But it's super exciting because we get to see Rocksteady hallmarks of story-driven game, but from multiple perspectives. And getting to share that with your friends is pretty unique.
We hope you enjoyed episode 2 of Suicide Squad Insider.
Phew, I need a smoke.
I actually enjoyed that. I'm way more
In our next episode,
intrigued now.
take a look at what you can expect from our game after launch.
This is the biggest cinematic experience that Rocksteady has ever created, with more hours of cinematic cutscenes than ever before. But I think we leave the setting of our story open enough.
I mean, they've been making this game for 8 years. Hopefully,
come back and find out what we're gonna do next.
it just has a lot of content.
Wanna talk about it?
Know what, Quinn?
I'm still concerned about the mission structures. I hope
Players are ready for new playable characters.
there's variety in the missions.
We're going to get to take them.
This game is much bigger than the world of...
The girl from Just Forever.
Rocksteady will continue to build on the story.
We're delivering you a full game, but for those that want to go further, we're going to have lots of new updates that are free to our players, and we really want to engage with our community to give them new experiences regularly.
At the end of the game, everyone goes, wow, this was a hell of a ride.
I hope so. I hope so. All right, I'm a little more impressed now. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little more impressed and intrigued. They have won me back a little bit, but yeah, I'm happy they finally showed us more gameplay, because that gameplay they showed, the first couple gameplay trailers they've shown were just booty cheeks, and now I'm very impressed that we get to see the core gameplay mechanics, skill trees, everything, a little more of the story. Now they just got, hopefully it's just the mission structures that are have variety. You know, I don't want to just be each mission having like, oh, go do this objective, killing a bunch of people, doing the objective cutscene, doing the same thing, rinse and repeat. You know, I want a different variety with the missions. But So far, so good. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this video. This seems way better. Let me know in the comments if you were also skeptical of the game or if you've always been hyped about it, and if you're more hyped now because of this video. But yeah, please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want, please, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.